So I have just sacked my insurance company. I've been insured with a widely known insurance company for a year now, for my first year of riding, and I had no problems with them. They seemed okay. I mean, they're pretty well known. I'm not going to name names, but they sponsor a MotoGP rider, so should be able to round it down a bit. Anyhow, they sent me a quote for this year of £1,200. Now, it had already been about £1,000 already for the first year, but I put that down to having a bike for the first year, and being a massive risk, and that was fine. I was prepared to pay the stupid tax, okay, that was alright. But for the second year, not so much. So I had a quick look online, so I could get similar packages with recovery and all that kind of good stuff for about 500 quid. So I rang them up and appraised them of this, and they said, oh well, it's because that accident you had, to which I said, the one I didn't claim. They said, yeah, but it's still done as an accident, and it's with our underwriters, and the underwriters haven't got back to us to say it's closed yet, so we can't say that you haven't made a claim. At which point they said, so would you like us to get onto our underwriters to confirm that it's clear? To which my answer was, well, if you want my business, yes. Unbelievable. So that was on Monday, and I didn't hear anything back. They said give it 48 hours, that was Monday evening. So I rang back on Thursday and said, oh, underwriters haven't got back to us. We'll get back to them again, and we'll give you a call. So nothing, nada. Saturday, I ring them up, and they say, oh yeah, they didn't get back to us, and they don't work on Saturdays or Sundays, so the earliest they're going to get back to us on Monday. So I went, well, that's not tremendous, because the bike insurance runs out Sunday. Was the answer to that. So I said, well, tell you what, cancel it, do not renew that insurance, because I got a quote here, and I had checked that morning, and I had a quote for 450. So I am now with a new insurance company. So yeah, I'm now with a new insurance company. It took about 20 minutes online to sort it out, and of course I've still got the no claims bonus issue, but now I've got 28 days to demonstrate to them that I got a year's of no claims, which means I am insured for my bike, and I can sort that out at a later date. I mean, the insurance industry always pissed me off anyway. That's ridiculous. £1,200 on a DRZ. The hell is wrong with people? Talk about gouging, that's ridiculous. So the moral of this story is, always check online and have a quick browse around possible policy prices. MCN do a great compare site. Just check when your insurance company comes back with a quote. Just check with MCN, have a look, see if it's reasonable. If it's not, say your insurance company, I've got a quote elsewhere. What can you do about it? I've got a friend at work who doesn't even do that. He gets his quote back from his insurance company, decides what he wants to pay, gets back to them, says that he's found a quote online for X pounds, And you know what? They generally get down to it. The only way to fight the insurance companies is to push back. They depend on people not checking. And I do the same with the car policy as well. And we saved £100 this year on the car policy, which is madness. They hadn't, you know, if we haven't had any accidents or no claims, discount has gone up again. I mean, it's at maximum now, it's at 10 years. I think most you can get is 9. And yet they put it up by £100 to something stupid like 370 quid. Yeah, it is kind of galling that a bike insurance is still more expensive than a car, but hey. So yeah, push back on the insurance companies. It only takes a few minutes. Although one little hint I would say, when you're on the MCN website, they get back to you really quickly. So give them a fake telephone number. That's what I did. I gave them the first 4 numbers of my mobile, which basically is the number for Orange, and then all zeros, and it seemed to accept that. But yeah, put in your real email address, obviously. And if you do happen to accept any of the policies, you need to give them your real number. But otherwise, your phone's going to be going off for days with the folks at MCN getting back to you about, do you want to buy this insurance policy, do you want to buy that insurance policy? And it's like, well, no, I'm just browsing. And they don't seem to accept that as an answer. Just a bit annoying. So yeah, I mean, if you want a fuss-free existence, just pay your insurance company. But it annoys me that people do that without even checking the possibilities, because it's so easy nowadays. In the 90s, when I first started getting insurance for the car, it was a real pain in the butt because we didn't have the internet. Well, we had the internet, we didn't have the web, and you had to go like to insurance brokers and follow through on adverts on the telly and in newspapers, and honestly it could take months to go through all the insurance possibilities, although most of the time you just did it over the phone. But nowadays you just go online, press a button, clever website does it all for you. You get about 40 quotes come through, pick the one that suits you best. I didn't get the cheapest quote, because the cheapest quote was something about 350 quid, but it didn't cover me for foreign driving, and it didn't cover me for breakdown recovery. So I did not get the cheapest one. And it's fully comp. I could have got third party. Should have been even cheaper. So that's my pro tip of the day. Not that I'm a pro. Push back on the insurance companies. Make sure your quote is reasonable. I mean, obviously if it's like 20 quid more than the cheapest quote, it may not be worthwhile bothering with it, because often there's a setup fee. In fact, I think there's always a setup fee. I mean, mine was 25 quid to set this up, but that 470 odd quid, that's including the setup fee. It's a third of what that other well-known insurance company quoted me. Anyhow, I need fuel now. Get some petrol.